Hi guys, it's Chris with City Girl Homestead, and it's time for supper. Tom should hopefully be home in a couple hours. If not, then my taste test will be what it is. So, I was hoping the bowl series would go over a lot better because it's a little bit healthier, but I haven't had as many views, so let me know below if it's something that you guys don't like, because I don't want to do something you guys don't like. Alright, so tonight we're going to use sweet potatoes again. And we're going to get them just diced up. He said the plenum, I think it was, gave him a little bit of trouble, but other than that, it's going pretty smooth. So, hopefully, he'll be done soon. And I just threw a piece way over there. I was thinking about doing a pantry soup week. Let me know if that's something you guys would like to see or not. Alright, let me get all these chopped up, and then I'll be right back, and I'm going to do an added thing as a surprise for Tom today, so I'll be right back. Ta-da, magic! They're done. Alright, so now this one says just to do, it's going to be another one without exact measurements. But I guess really we all kind of cook like that, so it's okay, we can do our thing. This one just says olive oil and salt. And we're going to mix that together. Figured we didn't even have to dirty up a bowl for that. Just make sure all of them are covered and spread out. And then we're going to put those in the oven. And I'm going to set the timer for 45 minutes. Now, you know I made the relish earlier today. Well, some of you do. So, I decided I had some yellow potatoes I needed to use up. So, I boiled them up and got them cold. And in this bowl I have celery, eggs, and I have my onion. As all of you know, Tom is a big time potato salad fan. So let's get some mayo in there. I told him, I says, I have a surprise for you, so you might want to hurry up. He goes, you do? And I said, yes, I do. So, better get it together, mister. And I put a little bit of mustard in there. And then we're going to use our new green tomato relish. I'm not going to use sweet and sour because, or sweet and dill, because I think this tastes like a good combination of both. And we're going to get that all mixed together. I think you'll be surprised. And normally, like you guys have been suggesting, putting celery seed in there, but because there is so much in the relish, I'm not going to add any. Alright, so isn't it beautiful? Alright, so let's give her a taste. I did put a little bit of pepper in there. I'm gonna like that relish. That is really, really good. Alright, let me get this put in the fridge, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we have meat too. You guys remember a while back I bought the chicken thighs, so I thought it asks for breasts or whatever you want to use, so I thought, you know what, the chicken thighs were a whole lot cheaper. So let's do the chicken thighs, and I can save my breast for something else. I think that's my last package, but I'm not sure. Alright, so now once again, they have no, you know, how much you're supposed to use of everything. So I'm going to use a teaspoon of garlic powder. And in my pan back here, I have broccoli. And I'll cook that when it gets more closer to time. And a teaspoon of paprika. And a teaspoon of onion powder. And then, of course, trusty salt and pepper. I know I was thinking about going down to Bronson this weekend, but they have a few things, but not really worth my drive, you know what I mean? Because it's quite a ways down there. And we're going to get that all massaged into that chicken. Look at that, isn't that going to be beautiful? Alright, so we want to get this pan heated up. I've got a little bit of olive oil in there. I need to fill my olive oil bottle, I tell you. This week has really put its toll on it. So then we're going to put those pieces of chicken right in the pan and we're going to fry them up. I'll probably have to do a couple of different pans full, but that's okay. Alright, so I'm going to get that fried up, and then of course I'll be back. Alright, so as it comes out, let it rest for a minute, and then just chop it into smaller pieces. Actually, this is so tender, it kind of just falls apart on its own. It's nice and juicy, everything. So I'm just going to do that as all of it gets finished. And then we're going to come back and put this stuff together. Alright, so let's get these bowls put together. It is something I can re-warm up for when he's closer or whatever. Or if he doesn't get there, isn't going to be here by 6 or so, then I'll just do it. Well, you'll get my taste test. How's that? Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put those sweet potatoes in the bottom. You know, when he does a side job, you never know when for sure he's going to be home, so... Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is along the side, we're going to put that chicken. So this is going to actually be a really high protein bowl. And I don't think we're going to use all that chicken, but which is fine. I can put it in a baggie in the freezer, and we can always use it for a chicken salad sandwich some other time. So now the next thing we need is our broccoli. And we're going to put this over on this side. If you'd rather have a different kind of vegetable, you can do that. Because as we know, Tom's favorite is not broccoli. But he'll eat it. All right. So now the next thing we need to do is we're going to give it some barbecue sauce. We're going to drizzle that right over here on the chicken. Now, I don't have the one, well, I do have it, but it was in the freezer and it would have never been thawed out in time. So the next best thing would be, we're going to use some Parmesan cheese. And I'm going to put it even on the broccoli because I think it tastes good on broccoli too. So take a look at that. That's a power ball or power bowl. Let's make sure we get some potatoes and some chicken. Let's check it out. I'll tell you guys, I could eat these every day. And don't forget your broccoli. That is so good. That is really, really good. And I think he's going to love dinner. I'll go ahead and end the video now, and then when he gets home, I'll do a short of him trying it. So, you guys have a blessed day, be a blessing, and have a great night.